following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views or ideas of the staff or management of KWSH or the 110 Broadcast Group.
It's Stone Go Seminole Jeremy Fultz, Chaho Jifkados, Monday in Hayatki, Haria Laget, Ogeda Othahano Zidos, Moen, Mojanetta Hadam Netta He, those Popo Hoyan. I hope you got all that. Beautiful day today.
It is.
Wait, who was that? Delaney?
The new Delaney.
The new Delaney. Well, we have a studio full of guests today. It is Tuesday, 11 a.m. It is your Seminole Nation of Oklahoma radio program. We have a lot on the agenda today, and Delaney said, you know what? I think I'm going to take a break today. And he told us like 5 minutes before the radio show. So stepping in right at the last minute, Catherine Howell. Choctaw Powwow champion. Thanks for coming on today, Catherine.
Yes, thanks. Thanks to Delaney for putting me on. Dang.
5 minutes before the show.
Yep. Yep.
So, Catherine, you're in the hot seat today. Usually we always talk about what we did over the weekend, and I'm going to put you in the hot seat today, Catherine. What'd you do over the weekend?
So over the weekend, I went and attended the outgoing Junior Miss Indian Oklahoma and Miss Indian Oklahoma's powwow. And that was really nice. There was a lot of attendees there and really nice dance put on for the girls. They did an awesome job this year with their reign and represented, all of us really well. So very proud of them. Shout out to Nivy and shout out to Madison for all they've done.
Yeah, Nivy's grandma is Martha Tybitty. If a lot of people know Martha around here, and so... And her uncle Chibon Tiger, noted musician, and so he's a good Facebook friend of mine, and can sure jam out on some blues too. So, congratulations! Do you know who the new ones are?
I think Junior Miss Indian Oklahoma now is Lily Painter, and I can't remember the new Junior Miss Indian Oklahoma. I believe she's representing the Choctaw Nation.
All right. So
Micaiah Carey, yeah.
Micaiah Carey.
Yeah, so shout out to them.
Coming in clutch, by the way, with the answer, Mr. Dwayne Hornbuckle from and Mark Williams. Like I said, we have a studio full of guests today. I'm not going to ruin the big surprise, but we have some Choctaws in the house today, courtesy called the Yanish Homa Dance Troupe. And we're going to have a couple of their members on the radio show here later today, because later this afternoon, after they're treated to a big old lunch, they're going to be dancing over at Varnum. So the dancing might be just a little bit slower after that lunch, isn't it? All right, so let's kind of get into some of the announcements that we have going on, and so we can get to some of the guests here. So This just came out yesterday, but the Seminole Nation annual Christmas dinner is coming back. And Catherine, I don't know if you were here when we did this last, but the annual Christmas dinner will be held December the 8th, which is a Thursday, at the Wewoka Civic Center from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's 4 Thursdays away from this Thursday. So in 4 Thursdays, if you count them down, be in Wewoka at the Civic Center at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Come grab your annual Christmas dinner, and that's something good coming back. And this will be your first one, isn't it?
Yep. So I'm gonna be getting ready, getting prepared for that.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some good turkey and some ham, and man, those Christmas dinners are always really good. So I wonder who they're booking for the entertainment. Might have Delaney Pinnock doing some stand-up comedy or something like that. But All right. So again, that's going to be the huge announcement. Have you seen it yesterday? The Seminole Nation annual Christmas dinner making a comeback December the 8th. And that's going to be at the Wewoka Civic Center from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then let's talk about 4th and 8th Sundays. You know, it's going to be a cold one this weekend, I heard. So November 20th, the 4th and 8th Sunday is going on. Butler Creek, Cedar Creek, Eufaula, Grave Creek, Greenleaf, Hitchity, New Yucca, Randall Mission, Sand Creek, Sand Springs, Tallahassee, Thawathley, Tukbafka, Dagabuchi, Tuskegee, and Wewoka Indian Baptist. All them churches are scheduled to have their 4th or 8th Sunday church meetings this weekend. And like we always usually say, you might give someone a call that attends those churches just to make sure they are meeting this weekend, because some churches might be visiting other churches. Some might be taking the weekend off. So just giving them a phone call to make sure they're out there. And every week, Catherine, we always talk about the ones who've started their journey. This week, we've lost a lot of people this week in the community. And so we want to keep all their families in prayer. Keep the Carbitchers in prayer, the Albersons, the Deers, and also the Andersons from back east. Keep them in your prayers, and everyone that's lost. You know, a lot of families are missing loved ones today, so just remember those families and members of the community in your prayers. At this time, we are going to go ahead and pause for a moment of silence. Muddo. And so, kind of going on into our government news, on October 15, 2022, a tribal resolution approved the expenditures of funds in the amount of $700 per tribal member under the American Rescue Plan Act that was passed. And so on November 1st, 2022, the applications to apply became available at www.sno-nsn.gov, and a staff was assembled called the ARPA team to answer all inquiries. And so if you have any questions for the ARPA team, you can give them a phone call, 405-561-2261. And again, to find the application, if you go to the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma website, go to the far right. It's going to be on the front page, but it's also under the ARPA tab. And so, Catherine, you've been pretty quiet here. Let's get you involved with some of these announcements.
All right, cool.
Let's go through the Brown Bag Fitness, which is being held today.
All right, so it's not pulling up on mine, so I'm going to read it from yours. So it is presented by the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program. It does say bring your lunch. Starts May 9th today. Or is that today?
Yeah, so this runs... I got to catch Catherine up to speed,
Yeah.
Delaney. Golly. So this is every Tuesday and Thursday. And that's located at the Senior Citizen Center there in Wewoka. And then on Mondays and Wednesdays, you can catch it out at the Jafigny Wellness Center there on the beautiful Miccosukee Mission campus. And again, today it will start around 12:15 and go through 12:45, and that's going to be in the diabetes exercise room located in the Senior Citizens Building or the Tribal Roads and the OAP area. So you can check that out. Do you have the next? Oh, and then there was a tip. Jerome Harrison sent us an email this morning with the Tuesday tip of the day. Our bodies are made of about 70% water. Along with drinking water, eat more fruit and vegetables to help with hydration.
Right.
Pretty helpful. So,
Awesome.
Okay, let's try this again. Tell us
All
about
right.
some Tai Chi, Catherine.
All right, so it'll be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. When? September 13th at the time, 10 a.m. And the location is the New Life Church in Wewoka. You register at Jafigny Wellness Center or email them at harrison.je@sno-nsn.gov, and their phone number 405-652-0878.
Good one. And that's every Tuesday and Thursday at the New Life Church at 10 a.m. Tai Chi. And then Walk to Stop Diabetes. This is going on this Saturday, November 19th at 9 a.m. Get out to the Miccosukee Mission softball fields over at the beautiful Miccosukee Mission grounds. You can register at the Jafigny Wellness Center, or you could at the day of, or you can also register via email. Give them a phone call or an email at 405-234-5246. Again, that's the Walk to Stop Diabetes happening this Saturday, November 19th at 9 a.m. at the softball fields. And then also, November 16th is going to be a cooking demo at the bridge at the First Baptist Church here at Seminole, Oklahoma at 11 a.m. And then that's part of Equal Adventures. That's your cousin Keenan helping out with that.
That is my cousin Keenan.
And so if you're wanting to be a part of the first public cooking demo, get out there.
Mm-hmm. Good one. All right. For your information, just a friendly reminder, anytime our offices are closed, either for holidays or inclement weather, our office phone will roll over to... we'll roll over the calls to the work cell where we can still be reached. So when you call the office number, we will still be able to get your call. If we don't answer immediately, please leave a detailed message and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
And please note, that is for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Community Development and Roads Department. And so that's the department that also handles if they need to have a grave dug or anything. That's 405-652-7330. And then also, the Housing Authority is hosting Osofsky with O Santa, the Native Christmas Bazaar, from 4 to 8 p.m. on Monday, December the 5th at the Wewoka Civic Center. So all proceeds go to the Boys and Girls Club of the Seminole Nation. Vendors are wanted, so if you are a vendor and you're wanting to sell some items, $35 for a 10 by 10 space with a 1 6-foot table, you can email administrative officer at hasnok.org for more information. And this is also on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma website or Facebook. So check it out. It's a nice red and green flyer. So go have Sofsky with those Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. All right. We have a message from ICW. We have foster parents that are needed. So when you apply to be a foster parent, you must be 21 years of age, must have your own home, renting or own, must have your income to meet your own financial needs, must be in good health, must have sufficient space and beds, and must be able to pass the FBI and OSBI fingerprint background check. Must not have prior child welfare history. So y'all check that out, and you can call in at 405-257-9038.
Yeah, that's Elizabeth Bible over there, foster care manager with Seminole Nation ICW program. So make sure you give our Seminole kids a home to be able to go to if they need one. So, and also, attention clothing participants. We read this message last week, but there has been some changes. So due to the Judgment Fund receiving multiple calls and messages regarding locked clothing cards, the deadline and the deadline to use the funds, the Judgment Fund is extending the deadline to use the clothing funds to November 30th. So this is the last day to use funds. No extensions. On December 1st, all clothing funds will be removed. So make sure you get out there and use those cards, use those funds. Again, November 30th is the deadline to use those cards. And remember, all clothing purchases are credit purchases only. Before the transaction, please inform the cashier at the time of purchase to use credit only in order not to lock up them cards. Mm-hmm. All right, let's skip down to the OAP closure.
All right. So the OAP office will be closed on Monday, November 21st, 2022, and will reopen Monday, November 28th.
All right. And then social services, there's a few announcements coming from social services. The ETA, Emergency Tribal Assistance amount, has increased. For questions, call the Seminole Nation Social Services Department at 405-257 6257 or 405-257-7200. Award amounts increase per household. One enrolled member from 150 to 300, or two or more enrolled members 200 to 500. So there's no income guidelines on those. And then also LIHEAP assistance program begins Monday, November 28th. And so make sure you get everything ready for that. And if you need to heat your home, go get some assistance. For more information, you can call 405-257-6257. And then also sponsor a turtle.
All right, sponsor a turtle. Let's see. This is brought to you by the Indian Child Welfare. Can call and get some information from them. Oh, they don't have a number on here. But help make this Christmas merry and bright for the young boys and girls in the foster care. You can come pick a turtle up at 208 East 2nd Street, Wewoka, Oklahoma, the ODHS building across from the Seminole County Jail.
Yep, and that's from November 1st through December 4th. And I think they're requesting the deadline to return the gifts is actually December the 1st. And so make sure you get over there and help some of them little ones that need a good Christmas this year. Mm-hmm. All right, and SINDOC has some announcements. The Seminole Nation retail holiday hours. So this coming Thanksgiving is going to be 5:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., Christmas Eve, 5:30 to 2 p.m., Christmas Day, they will be closed. And then that's going to also be for the Travel Plaza, I-40, and River Mist there in Kanawha. And so if you need to go visit the Seminole retail stores or the C stores, again, Thanksgiving hours will be condensed, and on Christmas Day they will be closed. And so let's see. Let's go ahead and go over the community and events real quick, and then we'll get the birthdays. Cold Springs Church fundraiser. All proceeds benefit repairs of the church. You can give them a phone call if you're looking for a ticket, 580-665-0116. Also, this weekend is the Native Creations Marketplace is back in Kanawha at the Community Center from 10 to 3. Go over there. That's going to be a big one. And then also the 14th annual AARP Oklahoma Native American Elder Honors were held last weekend at the First Americans Museum in Oklahoma City. We want to say congratulations to Chief Leonard Harjo, Sheila Little Harjo, and also Curtis Lee Douglas, all receiving the AARP Oklahoma Native American Elder Honor this weekend. Samado.
Awesome. So now we got some birthdays to announce. Happy birthday to Geraldine Wise, Joseph Harjo, Jeff Harjo, Kelvin Kemp, Julian Harjo, Jace Williams, Vincent Wolf, Peter Redbird, Josiah Bender, Stephanie Outerholt, and Bo Underwood. Happy birthday to you all.
All right. Happy birthday. And Dennis, you know what? I'm feeling in the need. Today's going to be a special day. Let's have some good Did You Know music. And today's Did You Know is brought to you by HPO's very own Jake Tiger. Jake, take it away.
Howdy, everyone.
That good voice, yeah.
I appreciate coming on. I want to come out for one particular reason. Is on Saturday, November 19th, is the anniversary of the Battle of Round Mountain. It's the first battle that was fought, Civil War battle that was fought in Indian Territory. So I just kind of want to elaborate on that a little bit, and let's just dive right into it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the story behind the Battle of Round Mountain is suspected by many historians, even Angie DeBow, cited that the battlefield site was somewhere in Yale, Oklahoma, along the Cimarron River. But the battle consisted of Obithiahola, Creek leader, chief, and Muskogee Creek Nation, that was leading a group of Seminoles and loyal Creeks up into Kansas that were evading, trying to get away from the tensions of the Civil War. And so when they were making their way into Kansas, they were ambushed by a group of Confederates, by Colonel Douglas Cooper, a group of mounted Chickasaw and Choctaw Regiment, and along with Muskogee Creeks and Seminoles as well, and Texas Cavaliers. So a battle was fought there, and that was just one of the many battles that was fought in a territory that involved the Seminole Nation. But I just want to kind of bring that to light, because that's something that we want to talk about when we talk about wars within the Seminoles. Typically, we always just talk about Okeechobee or Dade's Battle or Lojahudgee. So that just kind of think about when you're out in eastern Oklahoma. This is a main battleground for the Civil War.
And so, give us some like locations. Like if someone didn't quite know where these locations would be at in eastern Oklahoma.
Yeah. So the battlefield site is kind of it's kind of a guess nowadays. Some reason we can't find any original documents, but from what Angela Bow wrote is where the Jim Thorpe Park is in Yale, Oklahoma. That's where the battlefield was fought at. So that's kind of the main speculation that was cited by Angie.
Yale, Oklahoma, pretty small town.
Yeah, absolutely.
You ever been out there?
Yeah. I used to go to the Round Mountain reenactments with my grandfather. We used to go out there, and that's kind of how I was brought into that, learning about history. But yeah, like I said, I just want to come out and just talk about the real history of Oklahoma, and just talk about the hostilities in the 1800s against the Seminoles. This past Friday we talked about Veterans Day, but we also have to remember not to praise them too much, because our people had to go through so much hostilities and trials and errors during the 1800s. So it shouldn't be like a one-sided story. It should always be told truthfully.
Mm-hmm. Good deal. And so, any more about that, Jake?
No, that was kind of just the did you know?
Oh,
and just something just to think about on Saturday. That's coming on the 19th or whatever day it is. I need to look at my calendar right now, but it's on November 19th is when the battle was fought.
Well, Jake, around here at the radio station, you're kind of our unsung hero. Every week you send us the Did You Know statement. We always talk about everything that you're doing, especially with all your exhibits that you've done, all your public appearances. Just tell us a little bit about some of the exhibits you do have going on right now.
Yeah, so this past weekend I was at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum talking about the Seminole people and Osceola. And now I'm working with two other museums. I just had a consultation meeting with the Gilcrease last week about their Seminole exhibit that's going to be going in. And this month of November it's really busy right now. Actually, this week I'm going to be at Moore Elementary talking to the elementary school, talking to kids about Seminole culture, and I'll be at Strother's on Friday talking to the elementary, middle school, and high school. And also, when we come back after Thanksgiving, I'll be at Varnum, and then the big day, the cultural day that we're planning on. So it's pretty busy. It's all just of my love of sharing information and education. That's my main focus. I don't like to be the praise for it. It's just my responsibility to do this kind of stuff.
And then you mentioned the cultural day. That's going to be mainly for 3rd and 4th graders.
Correct.
For the some of the schools here on the Seminole Res. And so we're looking forward to that. That's going to be a big day. A lot of the departments are involved with that. Again, inviting some of the local schools out to participate, and really not too big of a public thing, but really for 3rd and 4th grades, graders, and then some of the other schools, they're bringing a couple other grades, I hear. But outside of that, we want to make sure we give them a good event to go to, and I heard there's going to be some good sampling of some food out there.
Yes. So myself and my group, we're going to do a lot of southeastern demonstrations. We'll have blowgun making, flint knapping. I'll have a fur trade camp and basket making also. But the other side of the HPO office, will be doing a softkey making demonstration as well.
Oh, we like that, softkey. Well, Jake, thanks for dropping by today. We appreciate your time.
Well, thanks for letting me come on, and hopefully we can come back in December and talk about Okeechobee or Dade's Battle.
Man, anytime, Jake. You're always welcomed here on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma radio program. Again, that's Jake Tiger from the Historic Preservation Office. Jake, what's your title?
I'm the cultural specialist. A lot of outreach and consultation work is what I do.
Yeah, he does everything over there. So, all right. But Jake.
Buddy, thanks for having me on.
All right. Have a good one. And so today, outside of Jake, Jake Tiger, of course, but we do have some guests here all the way from Choctaw country. We have some some of the youth from the Yanish Homa dance troupe. Come on in. And we know this group because of our friend Dwayne Hornbuckle. Dwayne, how are you doing today?
I'm not doing bad. It's nice weather. Nice weather outside.
Can you breathe a little bit easier on the Seminole res than down there in Choctaw country?
Yeah, it's a little more space to spread out.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. A little fresher air up here, huh?
Fresher.
So, Dwayne, why don't you introduce some of the people that you have with you, and feel free to introduce everyone if you want, and kind of give us an idea of what's going on today.
All right, we brought some youth up to do dance demo, just share some culture at Varnum Elementary later this afternoon. And who we have here with us, a couple of our leaders. They played stickball with us for about 5-6 years now, danced with us for several years. So first we'll introduce Alejandro Torres.
Hello.
I see this guy on videos all the time, leading them dances. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Good deal.
It's just cold. It's cold.
Well, you ain't got no coat on. I mean, so I think I met you last year, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, and so like I said, I always see you in some of the dance videos that Dwayne posts on Facebook. You like what you do?
Yeah, I really do like what I do. I like showing my culture and just showing different people that there's a whole lot more,
Yeah.
to Native American heritage,
How old are you?
I turned 18 around September.
Around
so,
September.
Yeah.
Yeah, knows your culture. You play stickball. I see that too,
Yeah.
and so very good. When you excited to be at Varnum?
Yeah, I'm just ready to dance,
Yeah.
just keep showing my culture to different types of people.
So there is one person from Varnum that everyone around here knows, and so if you bring his name up over at Varnum, they might treat you like royalty. So if you bring up Delaney Pinnock, then they'll treat you pretty good over there. He's one of their well-known whippets. Dwayne Pinnock over there. All right, who else you got with you, Dwayne?
All right, another one we got. She's a senior this year, and this is Michaelan James.
Alito Chukma. Did I say that right?
Yes.
All right, good deal. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a senior. Go to Poto High School. Yeah.
Do you play any sports or anything there at Poto?
I do band.
Band? Oh,
Yeah.
what instrument do you play?
Baritone.
The marching baritone?
Yeah.
Hey, I played the marching baritone too.
Let's go.
All right, yeah. So yeah, I did that, and so kind of busy then. If you go with the dance troupe and you're in band,
Yeah.
then it's pretty busy for a senior.
Yeah.
Good deal. You got any plans after school?
Might go to like a trade school
Yeah. Good
and
deal.
then work.
Good deal. So tell us about what you like about doing with the Yanish Homa dance troupe.
Like dancing, showing off my culture.
Because you guys also, like, I've seen you guys go close to like Arkansas, like to Fort Gibson,
Yeah.
or even that way. Tell us just like how does that make you feel when you're able to share your culture with people that don't necessarily get to see it like you guys do?
It feels good.
Yeah.
Like, because most people just like don't know like who we are, and to show them.
Hmm. And it feels real good, I'm sure, when you can just share a little piece of your history and
Yeah.
your culture with even some of the little ones, because I see you guys out there with youth and
Yeah.
just sharing that culture, and that's important. Dwayne, how long you been doing this?
I've been with Choctaw Nation Tribal Services for about 8 years now. Coached at a public school before that, and so we like joke around with kids and stuff. But in all seriousness, there's a lot of stereotypes and stuff, and that's the main reason we like to do that, kind of clear those up, because everybody thinks Choctaw Indians, powwow, same thing, and just kind of clear some of those stuff up, and just let them see the kids that are, normal kids. They are Choctaw, but they're also normal kids too. Hondro's an aspiring rapper. Thought he was going to bust some freestyle in here, but he's not ready yet.
We was ready for that. We was ready for that.
So yeah, it lets them get out of our little county, our little corner of Oklahoma, and some of them I've taken out to California, Bakersfield.
That's right, yeah.
But we travel all over the state doing stickball and dance demos. Along with that, just sometimes we kind of turn it over to them and let them teach the other kids. So it gives them that sense of leadership and identity. So.
Yeah. I don't know how did you guys end up in Seminole and that Varnum today? I have no idea.
Oh man, there's this guy that makes films a lot. He's always posting stuff. Real self-promoter.
Oh, the communications director.
yeah. Mark Williams hooked us up with that. So as long as they feed us, we're good.
All right.
So.
And I did hear we all got invited to that, I thought. So, all right. Well, we appreciate you guys being on the Seminole Nation Res today. And then also, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in person because I'm always seeing you on the video. So we're looking forward to that. And that's going to be at Varnum today at 1:30 for the Native American Heritage Month. And anything else before we go? Any last shout-outs? Mom, dad, brothers, sisters?
Shout out to my grandma. Man, she makes the best food.
That's what I'm talking about.
And shout out to my homie, ZZ Forever. Shout out to that man. That's all.
Shout out to our sister Ruthie, senior Miss District 4.
All right. Dwayne?
Shout out to all Choctaw Nation, and thanks for having us, and looking forward to that pizza.
You can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and tribal website, sno-nsn.gov, for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8 p.m. If you have news or announcements you want to share on the Community and Events Facebook page, please email the communications staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. For radio producer Mark Williams, engineer Dennis Burton, man, everyone in the studio today, and former co-host Delaney Pinnock and new co-host Catherine Howell, Mado, and Jihi Joffley.